they've done with Axe in the past as well. So definitely, like you said, that Yule Scepter going to come in handy, and I'm sure MSS feels absolutely no pressure now, making sure that he can land all of these arrows.
Yeah.
But you know, we do have Matthew on the Rubik too, and he has shown time and time again that he is an excellent Rubik player. So lots of potential for really awesome skirmishes and team fights for sure.
Yeah, there are. I think the most important thing that we've seen over the course of the tournament from Legion mid is that most of the time it goes really well, but once in a while it falls a little bit flat. So if Leo Style can have a good game, it definitely has a lot of impact in being able to control the match. You can blink duel. Morphling is amazing. Prevent this ideally before he morphs, of course. But also against Void Spirit, same thing. Being able to lock down these heroes and guarantee quick kills is a big advantage for your team. I'm a little bit hesitant to trust in what Troll Warlord can provide, frankly, just because of the fact that Troll's ulti seems pretty counterable in a lot of cases, but maybe Troll will look like a strong hero this game. At the least, he's a really strong laning hero, so he's going to have a lot going from there.
Feels like it's very, very important to make sure they shore up these lanes, especially, you know, put some pressure over onto Yawar's Morphling, as we've seen how out of control he can go with this. SVG, though, taking a lot of harass, and they still have the Undying hiding up over in the tree line.
He just TP'd. I was confused why he was still waiting too. I was like, surely this is when he goes in. No, I think they just didn't want them to know that he was over here.
Oh, there goes MJZ's courier.
MSS might try to snipe this other one too. He's trying to make it less obvious that he knows it's there, I think.
Oh no, he's kind of beelining right at it, but it's gonna be fine. That nice ward setup. Keeping a vision on any sort of couriers making their way down or any rotations.
Axe likes you. Axe will kill you.
11 matches, 91% win rate. Helps to be on a good team, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully, Lelis doesn't accidentally disconnect again as well.
Yes.
That was a fun match to commentate on.
Did you say accidentally on purpose?
I did not. Oh man, I'm starting to turn into you, dude. You do that all the
Yep.
time.
I do.
Does that mean I'm gonna
How's it
get better at Dota through osmosis, and you're just gonna get really ridiculous?
I don't know if that's how it works. I'd rather keep my Dota skill.
I hope it
Not that it's
works
that
way.
impressive.
It's better than mine. He has some nice
I'll
vision
keep
though
what
over
I
on the
have.
side. Keep an eye on rotations as well. They usually put a lot of pressure over onto both of the mids, actually. I think that Leo Star will probably a little bit more comfortable just because he can get that life steal off if he's trading, whereas Quinn's maybe just a tiny bit more vulnerable here. Does have a
It's
better
probably not-
escape though as well.
It's probably not the worst for Void Spirit, at least, because he does have the physical block shield from his third skill. So, but I'm sure he's going to get pressured a lot in the mid lane. Last wise, actually, he's doing really good. 14-4 versus the 8-2 of Legion Commander. It's a little bit easier for Quinn to secure last hits because he can use his third skill at the right time to do it, but while also getting the ability to trade. So, and he rushed straight for bottle before finishing his first null talisman. So knowing that there's just frankly a lot of harass that's going to come towards him. If he doesn't get the fast bottle, then his overall survivability before the 4-minute rune would just be way too in the dumps.
And that's something too that Thunder Predator consistently likes to do is they make sure that they rotate at those runes. Not usually this early. Sometimes you'll see them rotate over at the 4-minute. Obviously for the 5, everybody does, but it's gonna be probably some skirmishes around those runes once they come up, for sure. It seems like they're doing all right though here in the bottom lane. Lelis is just cutting creep waves. He's feeling very comfortable. MSS is putting out the harass with his Marana. Nothing too spectacular at this time.
Yep, it's just better that he lanes away from the Troll Warlord because Troll's laning stage is just genuinely pretty strong. He's a ranged hero. He can go into melee to get a bunch of armor if he really needs to, and most importantly, the axe skills are just excellent. You can throw an easy 75 damage to secure last hits. You can rotate over and get some harass in as well. So, just if axe just cuts the creep wave, then it's just a little bit simpler for him. Doesn't have to worry about getting pressured or killed with HP being lost by decay, for example.
Makes sense. And they also have no ways of really being able to catch this Marana in the bottom lane, so MSS is just having a real easy time of it. But like I said, the 4 minutes came around. They were able to go snap up the rune, denying it from Quinn, so he is going to be a little sad about that. No fresh bottle charges for him unless one of his teammates decides to TP from the fountain. Stomp comes out though, but they have the lift. They'll drag right back again over onto SVG. Got the Fade Bolt. They need one more hit, and there it is. Frank gets the first blood.
Quinn is so happy about that because I was about to say, I was like, man, nobody can refill his bottle because nobody's died yet. And I see SVG going down. Quinn's like, oh, baby, come to my lane. Here he comes. Look at him. He's so ready for this.
It's tactical. Maybe it was tactical there. He's like, well,
they're talking about it. Maybe he won't TP because they had that salve ready to go, but especially with bounty runes coming up here. Oh, it looks really good for the Radiant squad, maybe. Let's see if MSS is able to grab the bot one at least. Okay, they're going to get one, but...
Oh, Matthew and MNZ already in position. MJZ taking a lot of harass here. Does still have a salve on him, no problem. All right, was that 3 runes now for Thunder Predator?
I think so. You know, the benefit, it's so good to get kills on heroes right before bounties are up. It just makes it so simple to end up controlling those.
Uh-oh. JZ turns around, gets some decay off, just trying to use his spells here. Looks like he is going to fall to Lelis, but
Axe kills you.
does make a little bit of
done.
harass. SVG, oh, a toss down to the tower range. Nicely played here by Matthew. God, one more hit actually. Does
the
finish
miss.
with the Echo Stomp. And they get a couple more hits. They don't have the vision. Rubik does have wards, though, if they want to throw it up on the eye spot. It's like he doesn't have enough mana, though. Oh, he wanted that Fade Bolt. Doesn't have it, though.
Dude, that tier 2 tower did so much damage. It was almost a 4-shot there. I mean, it was a little... It was pretty lucky, actually, that miss came through. I think that was the last hit on him. Oh, they get a kill bottom.
All right.
Big one. A little lucky that that one attack missed, because I think it was just one uphill attack, so... SVG probably should have died there, but ends up squeaking out to survive.
You prayed to Argent Jesus this morning, you know? Always nice.
They're going to try for a kill here on Frank. He's not quite 6 yet, so this is a decent time to do it, but problem... All right, never mind, there's 6. This is now a really difficult kill. They'd have to land a Spirit Stomp with arrow. Yep,
Nope.
too hard.
Still doesn't know that the Moran is here, though. So the arrow, no, he just dodges right around. Matthew's here with full mana. But with that arrow, I think they'll probably play a little more defensively.
If he had the
Get a
mana, he
D-ward.
could have gone for a split kill there, but when I play Brewmaster a decent amount in pubs, and generally I kind of like to play him as like getting kills kind of hero, because he's got all of his skills do damage basically. I usually prioritize a lot of the second skill and the first skill, the clap and the drunken haze, but killing supports with your ulti is a great way to lane dominate a bit, especially if you do a double hit with the wind spirit. But didn't quite have the mana there. Instead, he's still just pretty stabilized. 30 last hits is not bad at this point in the game. We'll probably see him buy some aura items later. I think Vlad's is excellent this game with the Legion and the Troll on your team. So I don't know. We'll see how his impact goes. But usually Brew ends up falling off late game, not just because of people's strength and like better right clicking and stuff like that, and the fact they have BKBs, is that the Brew can't initiate like most offlaners. Centaur, Legion Commander, Mars, those heroes can like stun somebody to start a fight. Brew doesn't have that capability, so he's always more of like a reactionary team fight hero in a lot of cases. So he
But I
might
think
be less effective.
that still works, though, I think, in the sense of the fact that... Hold on that 1 second. Feels like they want to move. Arrow gets tossed in.
Ooh.
MJZ takes it to the face. Lelis turned back again. They do have SVG here
Gotta duel
too,
mid.
but can turn right back around. There's the Echo Stomp and the taunt. Looks like this is going to be a dead MJZ, but the Soul Rip buys him a little bit more time. MNZ trying the best that he can, but he could use some TPs here, as he's got rooted up over onto SVG. Cinnabrew comes out. Frank is joining in the fight. It's the split off, follows up over onto SVG. Matthew also here. He picked up that haste and they'll use the Wind Panda, throw Lelis up into the air, try to slow him down, stun him. He does manage to get the call off. They need that extra hit though. Do they have it? Do they have the stun? There it is. There's the rock and there's the kill. So a good first split here for Frank.
Yeah, perfectly used. His ulti comes out just in time, so the stomp doesn't affect him. He cyclones the axe to give them time to catch up, and then follows up on another boulder. Pretty straightforward execution, but a great rotation, and definitely worth punish. Ooh, big arrow.
This is pretty good. Looks like they'll be able to get themselves a kill on Leo's style. They'll try though, try to fight through it, but not quite enough life here for him to survive.
It's a great arrow. There was a duel when we saw the Undying go down in the bot fight as well, but I didn't see any HPs like massively changing. I think it was like a duel that went on to Void Spirit, but there was no follow-up or something like that, so.
So no dual damage acquired just yet.
I actually love when I'm playing supports and the Mango Trio actually drops early and I grab them early. It feels so good in the laning stage. You're just like walking around with like 4 mangoes on Elder Titan. Like, oh, mana is no need anymore, you know? It feels great. For the rest of the game, Mango Tree not so good, but.
Well, that's why it's one of those early items, right?
Yep.
It'd be really terrible if it came out super light. It's a lot of extra bonus damage SVG just got from that stack. And again, the Leo Styles here is like for the dual arrow gets tossed out, it's gonna go right between them, and they should be able to collect their first dual damage here on the side of Thunder Predator.
Okay. I thought he might live with extra armor.
See? No, he's got MJZ here to keep him alive.
Just a little pressure. All right, game pretty equal at the moment. As we go into the mid game, probably we'll see a little bit more action from Troll Warlord than the Morphling side, but Morphling's also really hard to kill in this game, other than like dueling, but. So I feel like that should give Quincy an advantage to move around and be a little bit more effective. Morphling can basically sit off by himself, getting things done. Everybody else on the Thunder Predator side has to be at least slightly careful. But until they get like Yules, Quincy Crew doesn't have the best setup either, and we've already seen that in a couple of fights. It's like you got to land an arrow, or you got to wait until we get a Yules pick up.
Been pretty good at sidestepping. He's got to be so careful, Matthew. You're just stacking all of these camps and giving the Elder Titan a lot of free extra damage if you're not careful.
Ooh, stolen arrow is actually so scary, considering how long the stun duration can last for. It's level 2 as well, so. Oh, he doesn't have Arcane Supremacy just yet, but he will get there.
I'm sure we'll see more arrows stolen at some point. It is Matthew.
Yep. Is Troll going for Battle Fury, I assume?
What?
Maelstrom,
No.
I guess? Probably a Maelstrom. Needed a way to farm, and that's why they were focusing so much on
Leo
stacking.
Style, I heard that he was thinking about going for a duel, but he gets slain over here in the mid lane by MSS. SVG looks like maybe he'll be the sacrificial lamb, gets thrown back up again right into Frank, and they do manage to collect the kill for MJZ.
This is one of the really nice things about Brew, is that his slows are incredibly valuable. So if people don't have really good escape tools, like Elder Titan in this case, it's pretty straightforward to disable him for like a good 9 seconds and give your team lots of time to right click.
Haste rune on Quinn as he pops it, has MJZ in his sights. From the forward and collects a very fast and very easy kill. MNZ's here though. Throw out some of those axes here. I'm not sure if you necessarily want to fight this though, especially when there are more people in the vicinity. Oh, Quinn.
I was a little lucky actually that he was able to.
Oh, arrow?
Arrow lands. I don't know.
Onto Leo Style, Quinn. Is he thinking about it? He's got friends in the vicinity. No, it looks like they're gonna just focus back on the tower.
Yeah, this is fine. They're getting stuff done. They already got a kill. In the meantime, Yawar's just sitting mid, hitting buildings. He doesn't have to worry too much here. They're rotating some heroes in. Legion's gonna walk at him, but until he gets Blink Dagger, Yawar just can't really die unless it's something like a lift throwing into a duel.
It has to be a lot of disables, that's for sure. But they'll go with the Moonlight Shadow. They want to secure this middle tower. The fortification comes out, and they already know they do drop the wards. They have vision on Quinn. They can see MSS on the side. MSS is just going to TP away. Like he doesn't want to actually stick around here for this fight as the tower goes down. They do still see Quinn, but they need to have the lockdown. Matthew getting into position. We'll get the lift off. Leo Style looking for the duel. We'll wait for this to simulate, but he's too fast. They're not able to grab him as MNZ does manage to find a kill on Lelis while all of this is going on. Echo Stomp comes in, though. This is looking like a dead Minos. Throw it back around, tries to get one more kill over onto MSS, and he does manage to get it. It's a double kill. SVG now hunting through the woods, wants to find this troll, and he's not going to be able to do it. The courier does reveal his position, but they just can't grab him fast enough as the rest of the team jumping in again.
What a huge double kill. That's incredible. He used his ulti
him.
probably
They
to kill
found him.
Axe in the first place.
We've got another duel, and this is a little bit more duel damage now for Leo Style.
Really nicely done. And a Stolen Starstorm on Matthew as well, which is a ridiculous amount of damage already. Does like, what, almost 500 magic damage or something? Doesn't quite have Arcane Supremacy, but he's got to be thinking about it now. So really good moment there for Troll Warlord. Not only is he farming really well, but getting a double kill on an offlane and a support, huge advantage there. But it's hard for Axe to beat Troll a little bit. Doesn't quite offset all the lifesteal that he's got going for him. This is a hard kill.
Frank here. They have the blink dagger though on Axe. Lelis just picked it up with the taunt into the arrow. There's not going to be a split coming out from this Brewmaster. Not this time. And with the double damage earned on Quinn, he's hoping that he can grab MJZ too. They should be able to get this no problem. Of course, Lelis with the blink dagger. It doesn't even look like they need it. Though they do go. They pop the stick. The blink forward from Lelis. He wanted that dunk, but isn't going to be able to get it right off the bat. Has to wait a moment.
Okay. So yeah, using 3 long duration stuns is a great way to kill Brewmaster to prevent him from splitting here. They're going to play it a little bit safe rather than finishing the tier 1 backdoor. But that will force a lot of rotations here. Your war has 3,000 gold in the bank. It's doing pretty good. No arrow is going to land for now. And back to farming. So the scary thing for Quincy Crew right now is definitely the Troll Warlord, who has really big net worth, is now cleared up most of these stacks, which at least somebody has. He's going to go SNY next, which will keep him very mobile, lower the stun durations a little bit, which will be pretty important. But BKB after that is really what's going to be super valuable, because we've already seen how strong the chain disables are. Axe Call with arrow follow-up or Void Spirit Initiation with arrow follow-up is really terrifying for any of these heroes. So they can cover each other at least. They've got Legion Commander to dispel stuns. They've also got Undying to do heals. But
yeah, that Soul Rip has come in handy many times now. Do you like the fact that Minos has opted to go for the Maelstrom SNY build over the Battle Fury build?
it's completely fine. Like, Maelstrom is still gonna, it's not as quick farming obviously, but it should be fine.
Frank will get taunted in first. Nice Echo Stomp. Immediately purging it off, though, as they decide step the Earth Splitter. MNZ has his eyes over onto the high ground, but Lela standing in wait with that Blink Dagger makes it very, very scary.
Like, if he gets Battle Fury, the timing when it's finished comes a little bit too late, and frankly, Quincy probably would have taken more of those stacks. That's why I was a little bit worried for Thunder Predator for a while, and why I asked about Troll's items, because I was like, they've got like all these stacks, but like, who's going to clear this? Legion can do it a little bit, Brew can do it a little bit. They really needed like a carry that can clear stacks well, so Maelstrom comes a lot faster and gives them the ability to farm, so it's completely reasonable here. And then it transitions him a little bit faster into his follow-up items. And considering that Drum isn't very effective right now, oh, that's not necessarily true. Drum is still good, but it gives less stats. And it's really good for fighting, basically. So it's good for a hero like Legion to buy Drum, but for a carry like Troll, not so much. He needs to get into a farming item really quickly, and he's been able to keep his net worth up as a result. But with that said, there's two other cores on Quincy Crew that are also farming really well, and they're also out farming the Legion as well as the Brewmaster. So game is going to get a little bit tough as the net worth expands for Quincy Crew.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The movement over here in the mid lane looks like they want to take the tower. Frank gets hit with the Battle Hunger from Lelis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got that bounty set. Look at them. They're getting into position. Lelis patiently. They have lots of ways to initiate here. There it is, though. There's a jump forward immediately, followed up with the arrow. It's beautiful. MNZ, he gets bursted down, but no, he's going to be okay. They go right back in for the duel. Are they going to be able to get this? And again, as Soul Rip's coming out, will turn back around. Lelis will fall. MNZ also to fall, though. MJZ will be next. As the rest of the team, they managed to get the Panda split off. They managed to get the Tombstones, but there's just so many of them being dropped now. BG still hunting the Moonlight Shadow, coming in handy. Matthew standing back here. See the drag in. The jump forward, though, coming out from MSS. This is going up just a little bit too far, but the Echo Stomp. And in comes Yawar. He's got that E-Blade finish up. They'll use an Earth Splitter. They'll be able to get down MSS, but eventually Matthew will fall.
Really good fight for Quincy Crew. Definitely on the same page as that. Now everybody goes in. They all jump in. They throw their spells out. Very crucially, Troll did get his ulti off in time. Axe turns to chop him, knowing that it could kill him through it, but then Leo Style doing the right thing and protecting him with the duel.
Oh, Leo Style, though, here, maybe just a bit too greedy. Like he should be able to. Oh, he can't TP out because they have the Yules and the double damage now on Quinn with the Echo Stomp. That's looking like, oh, they missed the dunk from Lelis, but they still get the kill.
So disappointing. But right itemization. Here's that fight once again. They're going to jump in at Troll at the same time with the X-Ball. Arrow follow-up as well. They also steal Tombstone, which is huge.
Yeah, you are. He turned himself into the Undying. He got the Soul Rip off. It was so fast. He did it so
That's
well
what it
too.
was.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
forgot
I
about
noticed
that
that. And I
matchup,
was like,
actually.
the Rubik's on Thunder Predator.
Oh,
This
okay.
doesn't quite make sense. I remembered. Yes, there's a Morphling. The taunt again, back over onto Frank. Plus away from Yawar. Be able to go clean up the Brewmaster. It's a good Echo Stomp. Arrow comes in hot from MSS. They drop the Tombstone, but they have the vision over here on the side, so they know that it's up and running. They don't need to necessarily go in on this, but you can see Lelis, he's a little twitchy here. He's thinking about it. Leo style joining into the fight. They don't have the panda.
Having Morphling against Undyne is really good too. Further made their picks so good. Being able to steal Tomb takes away a lot of the value. Most Undynes do max slow rip right now, so it's not as bad because it's not like you just take his best ability that he's valuable for. But either way, Tombstone gives amazing night vision, for example, gives a lot of area control, forces them to focus on it, and you can also pump slow rips out to help you or your allies too. MJZ trying to contest the bounty rune, but they're going to control this just fine.
That soul rip in the last fight actually saved them from giving dual damage over to the
Was it
Legion.
on
I'm like
Axe?
fairly
Okay.
sure.
That explains why Axe ended up surviving. There was also a Yules. The Yules was big too. That's a big kill.
That's a dead MNZ. And they're going to be able to get MJZ here too. Got the, we do have a duel though over off on the side with the Blade Mail, so they'll be able to get a kill on Quinn. But the follow-up from Lelis, oh, what a call. Leo style and Frank Delta split. Looks like they placed a little bit more value over here on Frank. They want to get another kill. They'll slow them down a little bit, followed up with an Echo Stomp. Yawar doesn't have much mana, but he's got enough to help get the kill, and SVG will get the final hit.
So Quincy is Quinn is the martyr here for this engagement with the good Sentry and Observer Ward. Ran in a bit dangerously to all the heroes, but gives them the setup with the beautiful Seb call from Lelis, catching all three heroes. I mean, that was amazing. Perfect setup. But most crucially, they get the troll kill initially. I don't know how they started it off. Maybe it was something like Yules into Stomp, for example. That'd be a really easy way to catch troll before he gets BKB. Guaranteed that Stomp. They landed the Earth Splitter and probably a call follow-up to guarantee he doesn't ulti. And until he gets BKB, things are going to be a bit tough for him because he's taking a lot more magic damage.
Seeing a 3k net worth lead going over to the side of Quincy crew, but again, not totally out of this. It is getting a little scary when you look at the net worth on the Morphling, but the Troll also very comparable. Pretty much neck and neck, though, it feels for the most part, looking at these top cores. Let's just a little bit behind, but Frank's been ganked so many times now.
He has, and it is a little bit hard to catch up on Brewmaster unless you continue. You basically have to like plant your butt in a lane, never leave it, continuing getting last hits, and occasionally show up to team fights and to get kills here. So Thunder Predator needs to get some fights going because though Troll can farm fast and keep his net worth up, Morphling is more impactful in team fights due to his slower ramp up. So they gotta make some good kills, otherwise they're gonna have a bad time. Lean with Rubik
in
here.
The jungle.
Right,
they're going for the Roche.
And they're going for Rush.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a counter smoke, though. They've got to realize that they're not showing in the lanes.
They're too late. It's over.
Crimson Guard finished on Lelis. It is a little too late, which is unfortunate considering that they do have an Elder Titan and he really thrives in those sorts of fights. But
he does. They might still fight it though.
Do they still go? They drop a ward. Minos. There's out a slow. Frank just gonna dodge away. They know that they've got plenty of ways to initiate here, and they'll go and use the Moonlight Shadow as well.
Lincoln's on Morphling is so good here. It's so quick. He just finished E-Blade, and all of a sudden he just has the Lincolns. Now getting dueled is not going to happen for him, and possibly someone else. If he sits back and puts it on the right person, then could basically completely lock down what Legion Mid is trying to accomplish here.
The just constant dewarding of this triangle is actually so funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's such an important area to control. It's arguably the most contested point in the whole map, it feels like. Just because it's like very compact, there's not a lot of ways up, and it like controls the Roche area so well for both teams. So you will always see pro players commit a lot of wards and sentries there. A Crimson Guard finish for Axe, really good item in this game. A lot of right clicks coming from a Thunder Predator, so being able to damage block that is great. With that said, though, Brew Dispel is excellent against Crimson because you can do a big AoE Dispel like every 5 seconds or something like that. So he can remove the Crimson Guard if he's paying attention to it. Sometimes a little bit hard to keep track of those things when you're doing normal stuff in a team fight. But and what items does Brew have, by the way? I'm just curious. I assume he's got Vlad's. Yeah. Vlad's was definitely the right choice. Blink is going to make it a lot easier for him to jump and hit back lines, get his ulti off in a good place.
Yeah, they just
can
picked
also
up the blink
dispel-
on Leo's style too, so this is a
Okay.
very big power spike for them if they can find someone to pick off, but do have to be very careful.
Radiant's bottom tower
Lilith has been
is
on
under
point
attack.
with these calls. His style will reveal himself. There's the blink being delivered now. Look at the positioning from Quincy though. BG getting into position, waiting for the stop, the jump forward from Lelis, the follow up. Go throw out the football too. But immediately backing up on the back lines. Here comes Yuar. He just blows up MJZ, so they won't have any sort of a fight with their Undying right now. MNZ, there's that Ags coming out from Quinn. Call coming out from Lelis, though, over onto the back lines. They just blow him up. There's no Aegis. They'll go in for the duel. It looks like they should be able to get it. Yes, Frank's gonna go down. Oh, look at the stop, though. Look at them grabbed all together. It's so beautiful. MNZ, though, he's still alive. He's still trying to fight through this, but it's not looking good at all. He's disarmed, and they just wave through, and he's gone.
Oh, what a fight there. I really like how Quincy Crew started it. They basically were waiting for a better opening. They didn't want to initiate just on the guy with Aegis because it wasn't going to go very well. But what they did was they allowed Thunder Predator to feel pressured and retreat, and then they found more openings by chasing afterwards. And most crucially, Yuar was able to find the Undying as he retreated and killed him instantly. Just a simple E-Blade and a blast. Undying straight up needs at least a cloak at this point. His HP is not bad, but what he crucially messed up on was he didn't pop his ulti before he took damage, and he hasn't been able to pick up a cloak yet. He needs magic resistance because Morphling's going to target him consistently in these fights. And because he died right away, it made it so much harder for Thunder Predator to win their fight.
Can't get off the spells. All right, Leo style, thinking about
Radiant's
going in,
bottom
ends up,
has been denied.
Farming towers.
yeah, you know. Well, he saw that Quinn was already running away, and they have to be very careful because there's so many more of Quincy Crew in this vicinity. Again, the jump forward with the Yules. They should be able to land the top. Easy peasy. Arrow connects, and that is a dead Leo style.
Really cool arrow follow-up. Barely hits him. Quinn also did a great job pulling the creep wave to the left there. That way the creeps don't block his Astral Spirit. Guarantees the disable setup too. So they're doing so good. 10k gold advantage, but it feels a lot higher than that to me.
Radiant's bottom tower
Void Spirit
is under
prepping
attack.
for a linkage of his own. MSS realizes his mistake here.
All right, Matthew, let's see if you can land this arrow. Ah, that definitely helps. They'll get their revenge on Quinn. GG, landing the
I believe-
off to the side.
I think you can blame MSS on that one.
We're giving away the arrow.
Yeah, I mean he's got a Yule, so his mana regen's okay. Probably would have been a bit safer there to, cast. You probably don't want to cast the leap, but maybe a Starstorm afterwards would have been safer.
I don't
He's
know.
got
You
great
said
items,
that
so
he's got really
That
good things
Starstorm
to
was good.
steal. Oh boy. All right, Yules comes out. MSS throws out the arrow. Oh, Lelis on the back line. So going for the duel though. They should be able to get this kill on the Mirana. They don't have any sort of save for her after already using that E-Blade, but Lelis on the back lines does manage to clean up on Matthew. Frank's on the hunt, hoping maybe he can grab someone. Does have split available.
I mean if they've got Void Spirit, they could have fought here, but ooh,
Slow
gets the
down
proc. That's
SVG.
huge.
Lelis, though, is nearby. Thinking about going in. And nope, that's a dead SVG. You are in Lelis over on the high ground. Hoping that nobody comes up. Lelis waiting for positioning. But with so many dead, I don't think he does this.
He might.
Quinn's
If they get too
running the
grouped
fight,
up, do
he
something
might.
stupid, he'll jump in. Like the Spirit there. Really good placement. That's a common place to run through. And either way, they're also protecting Morphling to who can farm the Tri-Camp in the meantime. So, Telescope, excellent. Mindbreaker, excellent. Really good neutral items. And Titan Silver on the other side, excellent item this game for carries. Status resistance is great with all the chain stun they have, and it also gives you magic resistance, which is perfect because they're pretty magic burst heavy. So, Troll's going to be super jacked to have that item.
All right, well. Circles being drawn on the map. You can see Thunder Predator getting into position here in the top area.
Almost pipe here for Frank. Just needs 100 more gold.
That'll be very
Really good item.
We gotta protect MJC too, dude. That guy just
Yeah.
explodes.
Paladin Sword. That item is also very good, but I think they'll give that to Legion Commander instead. I might be wrong. It's very good on Troll also. He's got a lot of lifesteal, so.
There's so
But
good
here
over in
comes
that
the fight.
sentry.
They gotta find a good
They're not
dive.
smoked though. Wait, are they smoked? Are they smoked too, or are they just Moonlight shadowed?
Midnight.
They're
Both?
smoke and moonlight. Okay, there's the initiation, the jump forward again, though, with the Yules. By a little bit more time. Levis, but the lift comes out. He jumps in, but he doesn't have the rest of his team with him. Echo Stomp, though, over onto the back lines. They get a very big slower, and goes Leo style. He wants the school, but they're going to try to keep this axe alive for as long as possible. But the Earth Splitter comes off over on the side. BKB
He's
coming
alive.
out now as MNZ chases him down. Lelis trying to run away. They'll be able to take down Leo style. They take down MJZ. MNZ, he's crying. He's going crazy over here, but he needs some help. The Undying buys back. Another nice Echo Stomp. Will be a drain back over here on the side. The lift off over here. You are, though, just chucking out hits left and right. The silence gets thrown over here onto the Brewmaster. Plus, Lelis with the call will be able to go drag back MJZ. Tries to get the dunk over onto Frank. Doesn't quite have it just yet, but MJZ, he's trying to stay alive. The E-Blade will clean him up. And the only one to survive this is going to be MNZ.
Really good team fight there for Quincy crew. It just feels like Morphling's semi-unstoppable. And most crucially, what he did, he carried that game in literally all fashions, but playing both the support and the carry. Turns into Undying, heals up the Axe. Axe barely survives, ends up getting dual damage. And then he just cleans up the rest of the fight too by playing Morphling the regular way, slapping people. He's got 40 dual damage on Axe, actually. It's insane.
They're only making
Now
him
time to go high
stronger, Purge. Oh boy, that's a deep dive from Quinn. He's taking a decent amount of damage, but they just blow up Leo style. Oh my god.
Did you see that E-Blade? That was like 70% of his HP.
That was insane.
It was like a 1,000 damage nuke with the E-Blade alone or something crazy like that.
That
And
feels so
another death.
bad if you're Leo style. Feels really good though if you're UR.
Yeah. It's playing so good this game.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Hoping to get an item that helps keep him alive on Troll Warlord, but it's so tough. It just feels like Troll is...
lead.
It's a lot. But Troll's like consistently behind as a hero in a lot of cases just because unless you have like the best matchups or something, it just feels like everybody has really inexpensive solutions to what you're good at, which is popping your ulti and staying alive. Nobody cares though. They're just going to buy Yuleses or Ghost Scepters or E-Blades. And then you pop your ulti and it just feels bad.
This is potentially good, but MSS will be able to follow up with the arrow. He's going to be able to land, but in they go, trying to get this duel up, but they can't do anything. It's a beautiful Echo Stomp. They just throw down the Earth Splitter right down the middle. MSS jumping forward. Lelis sitting very, very low here, but it looks like he's going to survive. He gets the dunk off onto MJZ, and oh god.
I'm actually glad he paused because I don't know what it was about this team fight, but I was like, I just want to play Hero Hunt right now. You too?
Well, you know, yeah, totally. Leshrac, Axe, from Morphling.
Leshrac's right in the middle.
Okay.
Axe
yeah,
bottom
I see
left,
him.
Morphling, bottom left.
Oh god.
bottom
Oh
left.
no.
Axe is next to
No.
the All right, close it. It's over. It's over.
I've never lost a
Close
hero
it.
hunt to Purge
Back to the team
before.
fight.
Damn it. All right, let's get right back in here. The Morphling is very far forward. Looks like he's stunned up as well. MNZ trying the best that he can do here. Quinn, though, joining in the fight. Another beautiful Echo Stomp slows him down. Be able to go and dispel it. And Quinn just zipping out, but they get the lift off. They have the vision on him. Is he going to be able to go and dissimulate out? Looks like he's going to try to jump back line. They don't have Panda Split available any longer. They already used it. Another Echo Stomp from SVG. Look at Lelis. He's in position. We'll go right back in again. They're going to be able to go. They blow up Frank. And now the BKB comes out from MNZ. He's just going to try to chase UR down, but he's in a frenzy. He needs the rest of his team, and they're just not there. This is not looking good for MNZ. He's fighting his way through, but again, Echo Stomp coming out from SVG. The lift up coming out from Rubik. Is it going to be enough? No. They'll be able to go get the kill on MNZ as they just start chasing the rest of Thunder Predator. It's looking like a massacre right now. They'll find the kill over on Matthew. Lelis on the hunt. Will throw out the Battle Hunger. Does he go for this? He's running straight at his face. That little net buys him a bit more time. He'll be able to sidestep that arrow. The jump in, though, from Quinn, and that's going to be another dead hero on the side of Thunder Predator. Only Leo style still alive.
The only reason that fight even went remotely well for Thunder Predator was that amazing tombstone that they had on the cliff that entire fight. Also, I don't know if it was a misclick or not, but you were turned into Legion Commander, not into Undying. So it didn't have the same capability to win the team fight.
Lelis. All right. Yeah.
This game feels
Frank
over.
had just come back to life, too.
And this is not the first time it's happened. Iwar has actually done so much this game. It's incredible. Laning stage went fine. It was pretty quiet from him. Didn't see that much. He gets E-Blade at a really good timing. And then every fight just goes insanely good for him.
I was going to
That's 'cause
ask,
he's
do you think
playing
they should they have put more pressure on UR in the top lane? Or was it just a great Morphling pick?
That's one of the big disadvantages of Brewmaster is that against mobile heroes, you aren't very good.
Oh, the E-Blade. Look at this. The taunt right back. And this could be a very dead MNZ if he's not careful.
They're playing it
Not
safe.
quite
They're so
Megas
far
yet.
ahead. They could force it there, but they could lose a bunch of years. Or they're just going to fake back and go
just
for it.
gonna
They've
go
got a
right back
sentry,
in.
though.
They do have a
I
sentry,
don't
but
know.
I think they're still very afraid of them.
Look at that.
Hunger
Even-
on MJZ.
That was so sick. Like, as a fake back, perfectly valuable, right? You leave, they're going to spread out slightly. And that by the time that you're done attacking buildings, after like, what, 10 seconds? It takes 10 seconds for them to get set up to be like positioned properly to potentially take a fight. But in that small moment, that's all they needed. They get mega creeps. Now they're up 26k. Very likely that they control Roshan, which is up, by the way.
Oh, look at the setup right into it. Lelis follows up with the call, but they do manage to get the lift against. These echo steps are
this
so
ulti.
beautiful with a giant earth splitter. Everybody's just sitting like little ducks in a row as they immediately take down MJZ. They went in for this duel, but they're not going to be able to get it. They had the Yules on the back lines here. Look at the damage just coming out from MNZ. The GT gets called. Thunder Predator, they've had enough of this game. They're ready to move on and reformulate for game number 2.
What a great start for Quincy Crew in the grand finals here. Like, completely convincing game. Their draft was excellent. It was a little bit hard to execute.